Sprinting skill and the ability to accelerate are really key for all field sports and court sports, basically any sport where you have to run. But it's also really important that you're able to take off from a variety of different angles and different starting positions. So this video is just a real quick run over of several different starting positions and sprint starts that you can actually use to improve your sports performance. So the starting one here is just a basic 3-point start, one hand down, 1 foot back. The first 3 steps are nice and long. We're driving those knees through and pushing the ground back and away with the chin down to start with. And then we start pushing through, bringing that chest up, getting into a nice upright position. The second one is a falling start. This is basically where you're going to fall towards the ground and then at the last moment before you're about to lose complete control of it, snap one knee up. And from that point on, treat it like that 3-point start. Drive that knee forward, big first 3 steps, and then build that chest up, getting into an upright position as you take off. Next is a lateral start, which is where you're essentially starting side on and taking off from there. So you've got 2 options with this. You've got what I've called open. So that's where our inside leg is the first one to take off, turn around and get that first step in. Now, some people prefer to go open. I'd say a majority definitely prefer to start with an open stance, but you do also have the option of a crossover stance, which is where that outside leg crosses over the body and provides that initial push, that big first step. Now, both the open and the crossover are perfectly fine options. Generally speaking, as long as you're executing it well, you don't want to overthink it. Just go with what feels most natural to you, how you would naturally turn to take off from a side-on start, and then try and execute that as well as you can. Same deal for the lateral shuffle start, which is the exact same as the lateral start, except that you're going from a moving start, which is obviously going to be key in most sports. It's very unlikely that you'll be taking off in a sporting situation from a dead stop. More often than not, you'll already be moving, and a lot of the time it's sideways, so we need to practice that. Single leg start takes a fair bit of control. You're going to start on one leg, swing one leg back, and let the upper body come forward slightly, and then we drive it through and treat it with all those same principles we've been working. Drive that leg forward. First 3 steps, really big, really high quality, and a big arm swing, building up to that chest up, that more upright posture as we start to build top speed. Now, the rolling start is very simple. It's simply a matter of jogging up towards your starting position and then exploding off from there. So you're not really building any speed. It's similar to the lateral start, but instead of going sideways, we are moving straight. So it's just a light jog up, and once you reach your starting line, boom, take off. Again, you want those first 3 steps to be really high quality, pushing the ground away. So chest goes down, we drive, and then we start building our way back upright again. For the flying start, we're actually using that build-up phase as an acceleration phase. So unlike the rolling start, in this one, what we want to do is try and reach top speed. By the time you reach that second cone, that starting line, that's where you actually want to be going bang. You're already there, you're switched on, you're built up, and you're nice and upright, hitting that top speed. If you are an athlete that plays a sport that includes a lot of running, it is really important that you do try and vary how you actually learn to take off and how you actually train your sprints. So it's all well and good to have a good 40-meter, 40-yard sprint time, but you need to be able to take off from different angles, different positions, so that you're going to be more prepared when it comes to game time. And if you've never paid much attention to how you actually do start your sprints, some of these are an awesome place to start.